Hello everyone, my name is Mikhail Hassan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special guest once again with us. We'll be just interacting informally. She is my ex-colleague as well. She's none other than Miss Neha from Arunachal Pradesh, a very beautiful state, and she is a very happy married working woman. So we are going to talk something very important today, and I thought that she is going to be the best person to be interacted with. So let us begin with Neha's views on today's topic. We'll be talking about patriarchy because it is the ongoing system which is affecting our society on a daily basis. So we need to have a very clear cut mind, and I think that in our generation we are going to play the most important role because we'll be in a way formulating our future for our future generations, because we are the one who can bring some change from here. I feel that very strongly, and I think that together we can bring that required change in our society. So let us begin with Miss Neha.
Thank you for the introduction, Mikhail. We have chosen a very critical topic, that is patriarchy. We all know about patriarchy that has been in our society for ages and how it affects women in some way or the other. Now, if we have to talk about patriarchy, patriarchy is a system, is a word to express how the world is organized with the ideas about gender, in particular men and women. It is a social system which has been prevalent in our society for ages, that women are inferior to men and men superior. It has always allowed men to take charge, to take lead, and that women should follow. Since ages, in our society as well as across the world, women have been subjected to this oppression.
Mhm,
So this has been there in our society for ages now,
mhm,
and I think it's time we need to wipe away this mental state.
mhm.
It is basically not a fight between men and women. It is a fight of the ideologies that are present
True,
in
true.
our system.
Yes,
In
actually,
our system,
I think so. You want to say that we have to coexist in a manner that nobody is looked down upon. Okay, and
absolutely.
regarding the tenure of this thinking you are saying, so recently I was reading about the history a bit, and what did I learn from there? That in the early Vedic periods, the women were very largely involved in social gatherings, and they were also managing the finances of a family. Okay, so this is a
Okay.
very important thing which I came to know when I started reading about the later Vedic period. That there the women started to get the backstage, and they were somehow being started to being suppressed from that period. So we
Okay.
can realize that this is a phenomenon which was not there from the beginning. From the beginning of our civilization, you can say it came somewhere in between, probably when people started realizing that, oh yes, if they are given the chance, they can come forward. So I think that ultimately it was during that time, during the later Vedic period, that the finances were being started being handled by the men in a family, and gradually now we see that time is changing, but still we see that in many other situations, in bits and pieces, still patriarchy is there, and I think we
Prevalent.
yes, it's prevalent, still prevalent. So I think that we are the ones who can do it. So I would like to know from you that you are a working married woman, and it's really a pleasure for me to talk to you, because many people have to leave their jobs after getting married, or maybe they have to take some kind of adjustments. What do you think about it? Means, do you think that the only solution, if he or she is not getting transferred, so the only solution is to leave the job? Do you think that way, or what do you think?
I think, Mikhail, if we talk about today's generation, I mean, in this century, 21st century, talking about patriarchy might sound a little absurd for a lot of people around, because women are evolving and they have moved in different fields. They are leading. They have taken charge, and we can see it. It's not a subject about oppression for a lot of women now. But if we go deeper, we see a lot of women, maybe in our families too, in and around, we see that women are suppressed to this concept, this ideology that only the men would be coming forth and taking lead.
Yes, yes.
So we actually need to advocate this for women to take that leap, for the women who are still under this patriarchal system, this culture.
So is it a necessity for a girl that if she is not getting transfer to her husband's place like it is usually the case, so do you think that the only solution is to leave her job?
I think this question is a little, tricky, because for a woman who's got married and then she has to leave her job or take a transfer, if she's not getting a transfer, leaving her job is not an option. I mean, I personally would not suggest women to do so.
Mhm.
Maybe gradually talking with your company, with your organization, and with your family too, keeping everybody in loop.
Mhm.
I'm sure you'll find out a solution to uh, be exactly at where you want to be.
Mhm.
But leaving the job is not at all the option. It's not always, it's not that just because your husband is working and you are not getting a transfer, and you just take a move and not take that, just leave your job. I think that isn't the solution for it.
True, true. I also feel that way, that the sole responsibility should not fall on the shoulders of the wife, because
Yeah,
even if the husband is working, then I feel that at some point of time it should not hit his ego if his wife's job is not transferable, but his own job is transferable. So certainly he can apply for a transfer, because yeah,
absolutely.
because that should not come under the ego that okay, I'm a man, so she will come to me. Why will I go to her? So I hope that people who are watching this will take this positively, that yes, it is not a bad choice to get yourself also located if for your wife it is not being possible, because it is not about a war. It is not a war. You have to, after marriage, I feel that two people come together to, like I said in the domestic violence video also, that it's a गाड़ी which both sides मतलब दोनों साइड का जब वो चक्का रहता है तभी चलता है दोनों एक साथ.
You need to sync and work together
Yes, yes. It should not
to
be a
give it.
competition, and it should not be a ego win or lose situation, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's, I think women and men bringing equality is not a concept about that men are hating women or women hating men.
Yeah.
It's just that you are promoting or, seeding the word equality in the minds of people.
Hmm.
It's not about egos that, men should carry, women should carry, that we cannot move ahead.
Hmm. One more thing is that the societal pressure is always there on the males, because we face it now and then. For example, if our wife will start earning more than her partner, then it becomes a taboo. It's very difficult for a person to accept if he has that male ego, that okay, my wife is earning more than me. How will I face my parents, or how am I going to be with my colleagues? I feel that it should never be a matter of shame or less ego or whatever it is, but it should be a matter of pride, because she is none other than your partner. If she is earning more than you and you are earning a part, then both just think, even if you are earning,
Absolutely.
yeah,
It's not a fight for us to be leveled, who earns more, who earns less.
yeah.
It's just moving ahead. It has nothing to do with ego. It's
Mhm.
just a man and a woman. It's about a human who's earning more, who's earning less. But it is, if you see, it is a taboo. I mean, if a man is earning less than the wife, it, people see it otherwise.
Yes,
Of course we would agree to it, but
yes.
if I have to say, I think this shouldn't be taken
Yes,
otherwise.
that is what I was saying. That here is the point, that we need to change the thinking actually. And if I am able to think that way, I feel that my future generations will also think. And I request that people who are watching this, please don't take it personally that I am demeaning anyone, because it's a very important thought actually, that you don't feel bad if your wife is earning more than you, or if you have to relocate for your wife, because ultimately it is both of you who are going to stay together and live happily, not the society. Society will just talk and go, but then we are the ones who are going to create the society in future. So let us have that kind of a thinking, at least from now.
And also to add here, I think patriarchy, why do we say that patriarchy has been going on for generations?
Hmm.
It's because the young men in the family are also taught the same way that the fathers, the mentality, they
True,
pass it on to their children.
true,
So these young men carry the burden of the patriarchal concept with
true,
them,
true.
and they carry forth it, and then it never stops.
Yes,
So it has to be stopped by the man who
uh-huh.
realizes that it is not about superiority of man or inferiority of women. It has to be like both need to exist. It's just about two humans. It's not something women are different or
Yes.
man different.
Many male as well as females, they have developed a very good kind of thinking, and the point which you overtook, that the children who are being fed with that kind of mentality, they need a very, I would suggest here that they should start reading various books and start watching various interviews, because only after interacting with a lot of people of different mindsets, we will realize that okay, things are of this sort are also happening, and we can also be a part of it. It's kind of a, I would say, revolution in today's generation, that if a husband is earning and a wife is earning, and both of them are not being able to stay together, then many parents are also supporting that. They are not forcing them to, okay, you are the wife,
Yes.
you have to leave the job and then you go and stay with your husband or my son. So
Yes.
I feel many things have been changed for a positive outcome, but I feel that we are going to play the most important role for our future generations.
Yes, we need to break the glass ceiling which is there, and we need to take charge. We need to lead. And if we preach people, it's not going to help them, but people should understand how changing themselves, their ideologies would affect the society in general, and how that small movement would bring about a change.
Yes. So, lastly, Neha, we would like to know your message to the men, to the women, and to the society. These three, and I will also conclude, and then we can wind up the show.
So, if we have to say, patriarchy is not a fight between men and women, it is a fight with the ideologies pertaining in the society.
Hmm.
One wants patriarchy to prevail, and the other wants equality. So, it is a fight for equality. So, we need to work at every stage to change these ideologies, to change the structure which is there
Hmm.
prevalent. Sooner or later, this change will eventually come. And it is time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum and not think of men and women as two opposing ideals.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very rightly said, Deha. And I think so. Recently, I would like to close on that note that one graphic was being circulated all over social media, that household chores are not gender roles.
Yeah.
They are just
Existential
yeah,
roles.
yeah, you said it correctly. Okay, then I think so. It has been a very great interaction with you, and I really liked interacting with you. And I hope our viewers had also got some meaning out of it, because these things are always there in our society, but hardly we talk about it openly. The time has come when we should talk about it openly with our family members as well, so that we could see some solid change in our lives from here on. So I would like to thank you again, once again,
Thank you, Mikhail.
and thank you everyone for watching. See you again in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care.